This tutorial will cover interrogative pronouns and how they are different from relative pronouns. We use interrogative pronouns to ask questions. The interrogative pronoun represents the thing that we don't know, what we are asking the question about. There are 5 main interrogative pronouns: which, who, whom, whose, and what. These pronouns replace people or things and can be the subject or object of a sentence. What is used to ask questions about people or objects? For example, what do you want for dinner? Which is used to ask questions about people or objects. Which color do you prefer? Who is used to ask questions about people. Who is that? Whom is an interrogative pronoun that is rarely seen, but when it shows up, it's used to ask questions about people. To whom did you speak? Whose is used to ask questions about people or objects and always is related to possession. Whose sweater is this? The same interrogative pronouns that ask a question can also begin dependent clauses. These are called relative pronouns. The sentence pattern is subject plus adjective clause plus verb. Here are some examples of sentences that have this pattern. The people who overcame disabilities have persevered. People is your subject and have persevered is the verb phrase. Notice how you have a dependent clause that is functioning as an adjective clause, answering the question, which people? The people who overcome disabilities. Who is your relative pronoun that is the subject of the dependent clause and is followed by the verb overcame. Here's another example. The test, which I completed on time, will be graded by tomorrow. Which I completed on time is the dependent clause that comes between the subject and verb of the independent clause. Which is the relative pronoun of the dependent clause followed by the subject and verb I completed. If you memorize the 5 W's, which, who, whom, whose, what, all you have to remember to do is look for the question mark for it to be an interrogative pronoun. If there is not one, then look for the dependent clause beginning with a relative pronoun interrupting the independent clause.